welcome to NG Fishing. So in this short video, guys, I'm going to show you a tactic that I used quite a bit last year, and I kept it to myself because it was so good. But I've got to tell you, I've got to show you guys how to do it. It's so straightforward and it will catch you so many fish. And that is, if you read the description, you know what that is. And that is fishing paste. Now, I've been playing around with loads of different ground baits. But one of the ground baits I've been using to really good success, guys. And it's not the Mayhem Green. Those of you who see my videos will know I use Peg No. 1 Mayhem Green for a lot of my fishing, and I've used it as a ground bait, and it's quite good. I've struggled with it a little bit trying to get it right, so I've played around with a different ground bait, and this one is this one. Spiced meaty mix. It's like a spiced luncheon meat type smell, and you guys know luncheon meat's such a good bait. Meat mush places, things like that, such good baits. But the problem I find with meat is there's so much oil in it. You know, you can have issues trying to feed it. So I tend to just use meat as a hook bait. And any of you guys that follow me on the Facebook page will see me having some really nice carp recently, particularly fishing with meat on the float, which is the plan today, but with the paste. Meat on the float. But if you want to take it up a notch, the paste is definitely the one. So let me show you quickly, guys, how to make it up. But also I'm going to show you a little edge I didn't have last year, but we're in very early spring. It was 2 degrees when I got out of bed this morning. Just popped down to the local lake for a couple of hours. So let me show you how to do it. So you're going to need a bait tub and then two measures. It's the simplest way of doing it, right? So what I've got here, these are 2 pots. These are, I believe about 100 gram pots. These are from Copter Angling. They do an actual luncheon meat. So I keep the pots, keep them, because especially if you like me, I've got 2 of these, so I know I've got my perfect measure. So I've got the pot, fill that to the top, and this is plenty, guys. This is plenty for a day's fishing, plenty. So fill that up to the top. Take another pot and fill it with water. Now this is where the edge is going to come in, guys. I didn't have last year. And that is the Power Prawn liquid from Peg No. 1. Really strong, but also it's going to give you that really rich red colour. Now, this has got to go in the water. You can add it after, but it doesn't mix in so well, and you'll need more. So I'm just going to show you guys, look, that water there, and I'm just going to pour some of that in. Look at that, look at that. Now I'm going to get my hands stinky, give that a little mix. All right, put the lid back on that. So this is back in stock. This is back in stock on Monday, guys. So obviously this video's gone out today on Saturday, but this will be back in stock on Monday. Tub. So you do the opposite to ground bait. Tub, add the water. That red liquid, lovely stuff. Tub of ground bait. All right, and then mix it up. Just get all those dry particles submerged in that water. And at this stage, guys, you think, what on earth have I done? What on earth have I done? Because what you've got, I'll bring the camera close to you. Here you go, look, it's literally like slop. Absolutely no good whatsoever for anything. So put the slop to one side. Now you've got to leave that, guys, about 10 minutes. About 10 minutes. And then what you'll get is a perfect paste. And in true Blue Peter fashion, here's one I made earlier. There we go, look at that. So this is without the power prawn. So this is if you just went with that, with the meaty mix, this is what you'll get. This really light pink, meaty paste that goes perfectly around the hook. If you want to make it more sloppy, like if you're fishing the pole, I tend to make it all like this, and then if I was fishing the pole, I would tend to have a tub of water by me and just make sure I get my hands wet before picking it up and just make it sloppy that way. It's a great starting mix for fishing paste. So that's it, guys, as simple as that. Nice big blob of that. Nice big blob under the float, under the pole. Now I'm using this on the pin, fishing the float, just in the margins, I'm using this on the pin. So you know it's going to be a nice firm paste that will hold on. It's not mega sloppy. This is how I make it for 99% of my fishing. Again, if I was fishing the pole, especially in the summer, a little tub of water by the side of you, dampen your hands and just dampen it down just a little bit every so often, just to keep it a little bit sloppier, because you can get away with it because you're obviously potting it in. So there you go, guys. That is how I make my paste using the spicy meaty mix for peg number 1. If you've got any questions, guys, drop them below. Till the next time, enjoy your fishing.